good Monday night matchup between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
From his end zone, it's Corey Ballantyne. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. This is Gordon. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, this defense for the Raiders, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Derek Carr, very precise thrower of the football. What's the game plan for going up against him? Yeah, it used to be take away the short stuff, I know, but he's more than a dink and dunker, right?
And you are right about that. Great analysis of him because he has evolved as a thrower. Now he can push the ball downfield, but still, the number one things you want to take away, short passes, intermediate passes. So sharp, precise, and accurate, you got to sit on those routes in order to cause him problems.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Carr to throw. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down.
And Mike Williams was a 1,000-yard receiver in 2019 and had to battle through some bumps and bruises in 2020. He's known for his big plays downfield, but he also can make the dependable catch as well.
Now Gordon on first down. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Well, this defense for the Raiders, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
Even better than that, they pitched a shutout in that game, and I'm telling you, trust me on this one, that's a confidence builder for the rest of the season. When you get a defense that puts together a performance like that this early in the year, well, that sends notice to the rest of the NFL and spreads confidence throughout the locker room that they're going to be a force to be reckoned with.
That'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. Into the red zone, it's Carr. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The 330-pounder Al Woods brings the boom on the sack.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Another try after the first down sack. Carr. And this is Carr. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Smith Jr., his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Second and 6.
They fake the give. Newton rolling to his right. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
They'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. Alex Highsmith there on the tackle.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a give here to Pollard. And he's got some space here. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Now Newton, eluding the pressure right. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Cam Newton with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Gold with the extra point.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
From his end zone, it's Corey Ballantyne. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going.
They are coming off the game last week, which a very interesting game. And, Charles, ultimately, it ended in a tie.
And that's difficult on teams because, let's face it, Brandon, they just don't know how to react. I mean, who does? Did you win? No. Did you lose? No. Because when you win, you jump up and down. Life's good. When you lose, you set your face in that stone look so that you show that you weren't hurt. I think it's one of those things that at the end of the year you find out just how you're supposed to feel about that tie. Did it help you or hurt you in the standings? Then you'll know what you really should have felt that game.
Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a third down and less than a yard. Shotgun now for Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. It's taken to the 26. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
Play action. It's Newton.
Drops this off with Nwangu.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Newton now to throw. Buying time to his left. That's complete to John Ross. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Fournette.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Leonard Fournette, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Raiders have taken the lead.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Charger drive about to get going.
That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived, as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Smith catches left side. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
43 yards on the ground for him so far.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. Carr. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10.
Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. Incomplete. This is Albert Wilson.
And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. A gain of 22. Reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll take this one down near the 15. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. Carr going to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And that is no good. No good. Wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they fell behind early, but since then, 2 touchdowns and a 14-7 lead.
Yeah, they found the end zone on their first 2 drives, and even more so after the defense gave up the first lead. But these last 2 drives, obviously they inspired their D because they shut them down the last time out. They hope to continue that string. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
It was Henry Anderson who got in there to get him down.
Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Off play action. Newton.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Well, he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From the 22, Carr looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Well, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Keon Crossen.
And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Looking to throw again on second down. Newton escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Throwing on third down, Newton. He'll buy some time right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things.
Touchdown! It's complete. C.J. Uzomah in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Raiders will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squid kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this.
Throw to the right here to Gordon. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
The final shot here before half for Carr. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A handoff to Fournette. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Play fake, and it's Newton.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
The shotgun snap for Newton.
He'll get this to Nwangu.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Now Newton. Throw right side of the tight end to Shaughnessy. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Going to run again here with Pollard. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Newton. Flush to his right. And he's got it. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll go with a big back Fournette. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Leonard Fournette with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
From his end zone, it's Corey Ballantyne. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Now Carr. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
But the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here's Kevin Huber now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're just looking for more of the same. Great first half so far. Good second half. And sometimes, I guess, maybe, Charles, these coaches, they don't have to tell these guys much when they're rolling like they're rolling right now.
You're exactly right. I've heard stories of some of the best coaches in our time or any time having grabbed their staffs at halftime and said, guys, they're playing really well. Don't go in there and give them a whole lot of stuff. Just pat them on the back. And essentially the speech at halftime is, let's go, guys, and that's it.
Yeah, no one's upset the apple cart so far. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw, Newton. Got a man open, it's Ross. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Here's a give to Fournette. Gets past one man. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first. This is Breida. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Matt Breida, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And certainly some credit there for that touchdown goes to the offensive line.
They never get the credit they deserve in the stat sheet, but they are the reason that they got the points. Excellent job up front, clearing the way for the score.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. From his end zone, it's Corey Ballantyne. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Charger drive about to get going. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Carr. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yeah, indeed, the flag is out. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Chase Young in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for L.A. Oh, they're on him too. And the Raiders receivers are in for 6. Touchdown. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
From his end zone, it's Corey Ballantyne. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Charger drive about to get going. And it's looking almost certainly like this will be an 0-4 start to the season. Not too many positives to take from this performance as they trail big here in quarter number 4.
On first down, Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down.
Benson Mayowa, his 2nd sack of the night.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Caught left side, Williams. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. To throw is Carr. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And the tackle there by Jermaine Pratt.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Trying to run for it with Pollard.
And they'll get this down to the 10.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. A handoff, Fournette running left. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1.
42 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Nwangu.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Kene Nwangu.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Raiders are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Gold with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
From his end zone, it's Corey Ballantyne. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Charger drive about to get going.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
From the gun, it's Carr. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. On play action, now Carr. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Juju Smith-Schuster the target once again, and that'll bring up 2nd down. The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here.
And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. To throw, it's Carr.
And he's got his tight end, that's Smith.
You gotta love it, baby.
And just shutting him off there. And he'll get this all the way down inside the Vegas 20.
And that one results in 35 yards.
Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Man open left side, it's Williams.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon.
And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a 2nd straight loss.
A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Carr now to throw. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. A big offensive